A night to remember. It was a typical Friday night when I decided to meet up with my two friends, for privacy purposes we'll say Dave and Linda, for what we promised would be an epic adventure. As we gathered at Linda's apartment, we cracked open a couple of fizzy drinks and decided that a trip to the moon would be the best way to spend our evening. Naturally, we didn't have a spaceship, but that wasn't going to stop us. We rummaged through Linda's garage and found her old canoe, which we promptly decided could be converted into a makeshift rocket. With a roll of duct tape and a few colorful pool noodles, we transformed that canoe into the most absurd lunar vessel you could imagine. After a rigorous pre-launch safety briefing which mostly involved arguing over who would wear the space helmet made of aluminum foil, we launched ourselves down the street, paddling furiously, as if the gravity of Earth was holding us back. The neighbors stared in disbelief as we shouted to infinity and beyond, while dodging parked cars and barking dogs. Halfway down the block, we encountered a rogue raccoon that seemed to take exception to our mission. In a bizarre turn of events, the raccoon decided to join our crew, hopping into the canoe and assuming the role of our official navigator. We dubbed him Captain Trash Panda, and he seemed more than willing to guide us through the treacherous terrain of the suburban jungle. Once we reached the end of the street, we spotted a giant inflatable pool in a backyard. "Perfect. That'll be our launch pad," I shouted. We took a running leap off the canoe and landed spectacularly in the pool, which surprisingly didn't pop. Just as we were about to celebrate our lunar landing, Linda discovered that her phone had somehow taken a video of the entire escapade, including our epic splashdown and Captain Trash Panda's triumphant pose. But instead of getting mad, we decided to upload the footage to social media with the caption, "First successful mission to the moon." We waited for the likes to roll in, but all we got were confused comments about how raccoons were apparently the new astronauts. As the night wore on, we ended up in a heated debate about whether we should petition NASA to add raccoons to their astronaut training programs. Just as we were about to draft a letter, the police showed up, responding to a report of suspicious activity involving a canoe and a raccoon. We quickly explained our mission, and miraculously, the officers found it hilarious. They even offered to escort us home, but not before Captain Trash Panda made a daring escape back into the wild. So, if you ever hear about a raccoon with dreams of space travel, just know that we might have started the trend. P.S. Okay, maybe I'm not the best storyteller and this whole adventure might have been a figment of my imagination, but wouldn't that be a night to remember?